ready on time and we're ready to go. We'll start the timer on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so right off the bat, the main upgrade about doing New Game Plus over any percent is that we have all the levels unlocked already, so we can already launch to every single level in the game. So we start off with 2 specific levels. This level and then the next one we're going to be doing are all cycle based. And so the main reason why we do these first in the speedrun is just to get them over with. Because if you mess them up, that's a main reset point. So hopefully I don't mess them up. If I mess it up and I lose a cycle, then it loses like 10 seconds. So I'm trying to make 3 specific cycles. The first one I already made on the first screen. The second one is right here. I want to make this cycle. I actually made an early cycle, so I can climb there. And then the last cycle is going to be at the very end, so I can climb up super quickly. So right here, we also have 3 different versions of bombs, and bombs are going to be the most important thing for the bosses mainly, and I'll explain more of that when I get to my first boss fight. However, the main gimmick of Splatoon is being able to switch from a kid to a squid, and when you're a squid, you swim faster, you also jump higher, so we're going to be seeing that a lot. And there's also bombs that we can use, we get special weapons later that we abuse, and yeah, that's the first level done. So there we go. So that was the first level. And again, that wouldn't be the first level you would do in any percent. We get to do levels in any order, so that leads to really cool routing. So, let's go ahead and move on over here. So, this is a really big emphasis on cycles. This level right here has a lot of cycles. And by the way, this is on the Wii U, so it has a lot of gamepad interaction. Not much menuing or anything like that. The main problem I'm going to have to be worrying about with the gamepad is a few levels I need to look on the gamepad for a certain item where there's going to be RNG elements, like it can appear in random parts of the map. And you can use gyro controls, but I'm bad at them, so I turn them off. Alright, so this is the main cycle I want to hit, which is this cycle right here. As soon as this moves out, I want to ink it and climb up the wall. This cycle, I was late to it, so I'm just going to take this cycle instead. That loses like 5 seconds. It's not that big of a deal. This last cycle is the one I really want to make sure I hit. Oh god, that was bad. Okay, bad start. Alright, I think I hit it. Yeah, so that was a perfect level. There we go. And every single bomb that we have breaks the shield of the Zapfish at the end of the level immediately. Which are those little fish things at the end. So those were the 2 cycle-based levels. This is the RNG level. This is the, this is what I call the reset level right here. Which is Octoling Uprising. So there are these levels where they take place on multiplayer stages. And we have to get outrun. We're gonna have to outrun these guys. So these are actually stages that you play in the multiplayer, which the multiplayer is kind of dead now because Splatoon 2 is out. But when I'm speaking of Splatoon 2, people will try to ask me which of the 2 games is better for speedrunning. I personally think that this game has better glitches and better execution. There, that guy's completely RNG. He gave me a really good pattern there. But yeah, I like this game better for speedrunning. Splatoon 2 is really slow. Alright, there we go. So, those were like the reset levels over and done with. So, those are the parts that are the most worrisome. Alright, so now we're moving on to this level. These are the other kinds of levels that can be on multiplayer maps. And these are the Ink Strike levels. So basically there's going to be a boss that I'm going to have to take down at the end of this level. And both this and the Octoling levels are going to be like the fastest, and they're also going to be the most recurring kind of levels. For the most part, Splatoon does a really good job of making every level feel a little bit different. But for this one, sadly, that's not the... For these ones, They're pretty much the same except for the environment that you're in. Alright, so right here I'm gonna keep this, I got this special can, this can of special, and that's an Inkzuka. I'm gonna use this in case I have to use it on this boss. I might have to use it depending on the RNG he gives me. He's not giving good RNG here. Alright, so there we go. I'll just use it right there to get the final hit on him, just so I don't have to run around to chase him there. And the bombs you're going to see me use the most are Seekers, because they make an ink line that I can swim through, and they also, like, go straight forward, so it's perfect. Alright, so this next level is, I'd say, one of the last levels that in this first world that I consider, like, a really tough level. This is, like, the fans in Splatoon work so weirdly. And they're so awkward. And plus, there's a lot of enemies that we have to deal with. There's one auto-scroller part that is really annoying. And again, I'm playing on World 4. I'm playing in World 4 right now. So, World 4 is, like I said, it's a world that we wouldn't be playing in any percent, because we skip it in any percent. There's a glitch called World 4 skip, and I don't know, if I have extra time, I could show it off on a different file. It's really cool. It just shows how broken this game can get. Alright. So, this right here coming up is going to be the auto-scroller part. So we have to hit this. Oh god, whoops, I missed it. Because I'm a good player. Alright, we hit this all the way over here. And then guess what we gotta do? Sit and wait. Amazing. What a great speed game. Trust me, it picks up so much quicker after this first world. But like, this first world is so slow. Alright, right here I just want to make sure I don't fall off. Can I do it? Okay, I almost ruined a run there. So, that jump right there is really risky and I went for it, but I was able to recover it because I messed up. Also, these octolings right here, I need to kill them to progress, but they will always be in the same place. So the first one's going to go here, and the second one's going to go right here. Perfect. And that's the level. So like I said, Splatoon is like a level-based system, so for the most part, just get the Zapfish and leave. Alright, so now we move on to this level called Spinning Spreaders, which is a really cool level. Again, I like a lot of the strats that come later into the run. Like, I say around halfway into the run is where all the cool strats start happening. There's one glitch in this run that I absolutely love, and it's called Octo Skip, and it's so cool. Alright, so right here I'm just going to... I could have made an early cycle, but these guys kind of messed up my pattern, so I couldn't really hit it. So I'm just going to get the late cycle. It's still faster than just riding it normally. And again, this is another cycle-based level. But this one's not as cycle-based as the first ones we played. Alright, so right here I'm going to make this jump. Okay, good. If I miss that jump, that loses a lot of time. Alright, so right here I'm going to go over here. This guy will always have a key. I'm going to grab this key, go back, jump over here, and make this cycle. That was really good. And then open the floodgate. Alright, so this guy will always spawn up here, and now this guy is random. Okay, he's gonna go over this side. Okay, that was a pretty good one. You gave me pretty good RNG there. So, Splatoon is has a lot of RNG into it, because there's this thing called shot RNG. So every time I shoot, the first shot will always go where I aim. But the second and third shot and so on and so forth can either go left, middle, or right, and it's always random. So there are some times where you can die and you don't even think you should die, but you do. Alright, this level right here has some really cool skips. And they're not even glitches, it's just jumping over boxes. They're also really hard, they're like 2 pixel windows. So if I get them, it's gonna be pretty hype. So starting off with this one right here. cross this box. Okay, yeah, that one right there is probably the hardest one in the thing, so I'm glad I got that. Also, we have to dodge these snipers, and those guys are really annoying. The other one's right here. Just jump right into this guy's arms. It's a love story. Now, we go up. Whoa! I could save this. I could save this. I could save this. I saved it! What happened? That was so weird. Alright, so this guy's gonna shoot at us, and it's supposed to be like this whole part where... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it's really easy, but apparently it's not. I was gonna say it's supposed to be this whole part where he's trying to shoot at you, but he can't. But he did shoot at me. But yeah, it's supposed to be hard to get across those, and it was, obviously, because I messed up. But don't worry, because I'm still good at this game somewhat. Alright, so this part's really cool. You're supposed to go up from side to side, but hey, they put these walls here, thankfully, that we can just climb up. This one's a little bit harder to get on. Alright, there we go. And this should go right into the Zapfish. Perfect. And that would have been a good level if I didn't die, but whatever. Alright, so now we have our first boss. So you know how I said that the bombs would be the most important part of this run? There's a glitch recently found called bomb switching. And it doesn't sound like a glitch, but every time that you switch your bombs and you're shooting, it actually fires off one extra shot. And we don't know why, and it was just randomly found one day because we were bored while spamming at the boss's final tentacle, and we did that, and it actually saved time. So right here, you'll see how fast, like, it's way faster than normally hitting the boss and just shooting it. So, alright, so right here we're just gonna shoot as many teeth as we can. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. That's bad. Okay, that's really bad. That's extremely bad. Oh no. Okay, I really messed up now. Okay, that just ruined the run. That really ruined the run. I'm so sorry. That is such a bad beginning. I'm so upset. Okay, so basically I died, so I messed up that cycle, so I have to do this cycle again. For this phase of the boss. That's really upsetting. That's actually never happened to me, so. It's okay. I mean, stuff happens. It's a marathon run. Alright, so right here. Let's do that. Oh, whoops. There we go. There we go. Okay, that was an extremely bad boss fight. I lost like 40 seconds on it for no reason. Again, that is the hardest boss fight of this run, except for the final boss, but there we go. Alright, so now we're moving on to one of the cooler levels. This is Invisible Avenues. So each level in Splatoon has sort of its own feel to it. This one is all about the fact that you can't see anything unless you ink it. So there's like walls here and stuff like that we can't see unless we ink, and we have to also kill these guys. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to secrets here. I'm gonna shoot one secret at this guy, and it's gonna kill him, but it's also gonna splatter the entire wall, so I don't have to waste time actually like inking the wall. Alright, kill those guys just because they're a nuisance. Kill that guy because he's a nuisance. Like, that bomb has always gotten me at some points. Alright, kill one of those guys. Right here, I'm going to switch to a burst bomb, because if I shoot these over here, it splatters a lot of the wall and I don't have to ink it. Again, we're just trying to minimize our ink as much as we can so we can swim for the rest of it. Alright, right here, we're just going to do this. Okay, I almost died there. Cool. Good talk, good talk. Alright, now this part right here can be a little bit nerve-wracking. I just want to jump smallly on these, and I was able to do it, thankfully. That part can be a little bit nerve-wracking. This jump right here is pure swag. It saves 1 second. Can you get up? Thank you. Jeez. Alright, so right here I'm just going to climb this wall. Try to cut some corners as much as I can. I'm going to hit this for safety. I normally wouldn't hit that, but I know it's a marathon run. I want to be safe. Alright, so right here, you actually don't have to kill any of these enemies. The game expects you to kill enemies, and then it'll spawn the next sort of enemies, so you can see what's coming up. Okay, I messed up really bad. Okay, this is really bad. I can save this. No, I can't. Oh my god, this run is horrible! This run is actually crap. It's okay. I was supposed to ink a wall and I didn't do it because I was like getting too far ahead of myself. I thought I was on the third phase and not, or sorry, the second phase and not the third. So this run is really dead. Alright. Horrible start, but it's fine. Lost like 30 seconds on that level. So that's like why I usually hit the checkpoint at marathon runs. If I didn't hit the checkpoint, I would go past before that checkpoint instead of the one before it. So it's a good safety strat that I got that. So right here, this level, the inclines, Ink Girl Skyscape, the inclines are introduced here, and this is a really quick level. Mainly because, like, it's pretty much all self-done. You just hold forward and everything is done for you, except for the stuff in between. There's one hard part in this run that I need to worry about. But other than that, it's just holding straight, which is easy. So right here, these guys normally are always in the same points. He's always in this corner, and then this guy will always be right behind me. And then now we go up here on this wall. That was a really weird jump there. Alright, I don't want these guys to hit me because they will kill me if they do. I'm just gonna jump up here. And again, it's a really quick level. You just go from place to place. It's basically an auto-scroller though, which is the worst part about it. Alright, so right here, I'm just gonna jump over here to this little can here. And I'm gonna kill one more. Alright, so now I'm gonna use this can, and it'll give us an Inkzooka, and we're just going to blast these guys to smithereens, and whoops, got you. Dang it, okay, I had to kill you. That lost time. Alright, that was pretty bad. But it's okay, I made up for it. I didn't know there was one more. Alright, so now we're just going to inkwhirl our way to the rest of this, and that's basically it. Like, that's literally the end of this level. Ugh. Alright, there we go. Alright. But yeah, I feel like this speedrun, like this category, is definitely more accessible to new players than any % is, just because you can pick the, what order you do the levels in and stuff like that. It's just easier to run. Alright, so this level is fully RNG about where these guys are gonna go. So, if I get upset, it's because this level is completely RNG based, and it's gonna make me mad, so just warning you now. Because the end of this level is completely and heavily RNG. There's 2 of these levels in this run. This is the hardest one. Alright, so right here, these guys are always gonna be the same. It's not these guys I'm worried about, it's the last part, like I said. Alright, there we go. So now we're just gonna go here. Alright, so coming up is a really cool jump. Again, we're just going to be abusing the fact of how the stages are laid out. You only have to hit one of these boxes here to go through this little gate, which is cool. Alright, so coming up here, we need to come back here after we get the key. So just keep that in mind of how close that platform is. So there's the key right here. Alright, so right here, it just shows, like, how tightly designed this game is. Alright, so there we go. And now, this is completely RNG here. Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. This is horrible RNG, okay. So, we want that guy right here. This guy right here, we want him. Because he has a key. Okay, that was... For having really bad RNG, I made up for that pretty well. But that was probably the worst RNG I've had in that level before. Having one right ahead of you and him stopping there is the worst, but you need to always hit that guy, and you can get lost there for like 40 seconds, so. That was pretty bad for that level. Again, I can't do anything about that, that's completely RNG based. Alright, so now we're moving on to the undeniable flying objects level, and then the Octoling level. And again, these ones only take like a minute each. So these are really short and easy levels to get through. Alright, so there we go. We got this boss fight again at the end too. But this guy, again, is easier than he was the first time. The funniest thing about this is that we start off with the second last world of the game for New Game Plus. And then we go to the third last world. And then we go to the last world. It's funny because we end off this run with the first world of the game, and then the final boss, which is kind of funny and ironic. Alright, so it's this guy again, but this time he's much easier, so I just gotta cut these corners really quick to get closer to him. There we go, and he's dead. Nice. Again, he's much easier the second time around. And that's the level. There we go. Alright, so now we're moving on to Octoling Assault. And Octoling Assault, again, is another really quick level. So quick that I'm already behind my PB. And we just started the level. Alright, so this one is considerably the hardest one. Because of the guys at the end. So if I die here, that will suck. I actually died in my PB on this level, and it's still PB. My PB, by the way, is 59 minutes, 18 seconds. And that was before, or that was after I sent in my estimate, because obviously my estimate's really big for that. There we go, that was a perfect level. I'm actually really surprised. That actually golded too. Wow. I've had 3 golds in this run already, and then the rest was horrible. So now we move on to Octowhirl, which is literally an auto-scroller. He will always act the same if you're standing in the same places. Funnily enough, Octowhirl is the first place that bomb spamming was found. Because someone was just bored. The world record holder, or used to be world record holder of this run, and all the Splatoon runs, Tones Ballones. He was just spamming the bombs because he was bored while shooting the tentacle on this boss. And you never gold this boss, and he just randomly golded it, and that's how it was found. There we go. Gotta love bomb spamming, it's great. And again, another reason I like this more than any percent is because any percent you have to watch the cutscenes in between the boss hits, and it takes way too long. There we go. I was pretty far away there, so I wasn't sure if I was going to hit him, but I still did. Alright, now... There we go. He'll always stop there, so... If we just ink here... There we go. And then switch to burst bombs because it's easier to hit them, or hit him after the burst bomb. Like, to open up the Sapfish like that. There we go. Very easy boss fight. Alright, so now we are doing Splat Switch Revolution. So we're heading to World 5, the final world of the game. And again, we are not going to be fighting the final boss until the very end, so... So now, I switched to burst bombs for one reason, for this level, is because it's so much easier to do this level with burst bombs, because burst bombs activate these splat switches like right away, so we just throw one splat bomb in there, and there you go. So you have 2 choices of what you can use here. I'm grabbing the special because it's an Inkzuka, and Inkzukas are OP. Alright. So, and the reason why we grab this Inkzuka is because we grab it for this. So we can just break and kill all of them. And then we're going to kill him too. Okay, that was a perfect Inkzuka. So I'm going to hit that there. Then we go here. Alright, so I'm just going to jump down here, just in time for me to be able to land on a platform that's moving. Alright, so these guys are always going to act the same, so I want to throw a flat bomb at you, and then kill him. Oh god, what the heck? Okay, that was so weird. He's never given me that, that pattern before. Like, he's never shot me like that before. Alright, there we go. So these guys are snipers. We saw them earlier, but we didn't actually kill them. We're actually forced to kill them now. Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna hit that really quick there. So we're gonna go out a little bit here, and then we're gonna look up and hit that. And then hit these guys off the edge. There we go. Alright, then we gotta worry about these guys. Again, Splatoon's more like, Splatoon's speedrun is about worrying what's ahead of you and knowing how to deal with it. So we just shoot directly at them, then they're not gonna give us any trouble. Oh god. Okay. So now we need to have this guy here to have him do that. Alright, so right here I'm just gonna jump on this one, and before that guy is able to fall on me and hurt me, I just do that. I see that pun there. Thank you. Alright, and my run of that in my PB was so good. Like, I'm losing 4 seconds there. And that was a really good run of Splat Switch. Alright, so sponges are stupid. We saw how stupid they can be in the sniper level. Because sometimes they just, like, don't want to activate. They're like, I'm not or you could just swim off them. You know, that's cool too. Alright, that was great. I love how good I'm doing this run. There we go. Alright, so right here, we're just gonna jump down here. And we're gonna bait these guys. They think they're getting, like, they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. Oh, nope. They're not. Excuse me? Thank you. Jesus. Alright, so right here, we're gonna want to splat both of these. There we go. There is some really cool strats in this level, but, like, for the most part, this is just one of those levels that you don't want to remember playing, because it's really annoying. Alright, so right here, we're going to get an Ingzuka. We're going to shoot one fully here. We're going to save it, and... oh, whoops, messed up. There we go. Okay, good. So we just want to use that to get through that area faster, so we don't have to individually shoot those one by one. Hello? Thank you. Hello? That's stupid. I'm having really horrible luck. Dude, you've never... okay. That bubble's always supposed to hit the one that I had to shoot there. It's never not hit it before. What is up with this RNG, dude? The splatter just isn't hitting anything. Alright, there we go. So... we're just gonna jump up here, and you don't even have to ink the wall there, which is great. So right here, I'm just going to jump up this way. There we go. Alright, now this is very important. I want to make sure I don't get killed here. I almost did. Nice. That bomb always seems to land on that. It has a 40% chance to land there, but it always seems to land there, which is annoying. Because you can't really do much about it when it does. Alright, so right here, I'm going to open up this thing, and I messed up. I really messed up. There we go. Alright, and... are you kidding me? This run's so dead, dude. I don't even want to finish it, but, you know, we're here. We're doing this for charity, so I have to. Kill him. Thank God, I almost died again, because this game is great. I love how much RNG is in this game, because, again, that was because of shot RNG. Shot RNG is the pain of my existence, dude. Like... because you never know where you're gonna shoot. Alright, so we're going to 25 next. Alright. We need some positive inking. Alright, so I actually do need some positive inking right now. Because this is the... like, this is RNG galore right here. So I'm hoping that I get good RNG here with this. So I'm going to hit this, kill that guy. Okay, that was good RNG. We got the best path. And now the cool thing is that we actually get to go on top here and see it from above. Alright, so there we go. But now, here comes the hard part. Because, okay, so it's always going to be in the same place, this key that I need. However, there's always going to be guys here, and they're always different. So it just shows, like, these are the RNG levels. Okay, good. He stopped right before it. Thank God. Alright, we're doing good. Hopefully no one shows up in front of me. Okay, good. That was somewhat good RNG. It could have been better, and it could have been worse. So... there we go. Alright, and the main reason why we wanted good RNG was because of this cycle here. We want this guy to be coming towards us. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just gonna actually die there. It's probably faster to die. So we spawn back up on top of the roof instead of going through all that hell again. Okay, I almost fell again. This has been a really bad run, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This has not been optimal. I kind of wish I wasn't doing this run right now. I was practicing beforehand, too. I don't know what's up with me today. Alright. I lost a lot of time there. It's fine. Alright, so next up is Octoling Onslaught. Which is this one right here. Alright, so again, the Octoling levels are really fast. This one actually is the fastest of them all. It takes no time. Because there's one really cool skip here, and it's this one right here where you just jump over the edge. And there you go. Skip acquired. Alright, and this guy's always going to go to the same place. He's going to go up here. Oh, he came a little bit closer this time. He wanted to get frisky. Alright, so I'm actually going to risk it and not go and get that checkpoint, because I'm just going to risk it and swing by this guy. Get the final checkpoints. That's the only one we need. Oh god, that didn't hit him. Okay, cool. It was okay. That was meh. Alright, so now on to Pinwheel Plant here. This one is another cycle-based level, but it's not as bad as a cycle-based level as the other ones were at the beginning of this run. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, this is, as you see, very cycle-based on what I need to do. Starting off with this part specifically, I think this part is, like, the hardest part of the level for me. Because these guys with the shields are, like, the most important part of this level. So I'm gonna use this Inkzuka here. There we go. That was somewhat good. Because that part right there is really stupid. Okay, I don't know why I was still holding the Inkzuka. The Inkzuka almost shot me backwards and off the edge. That was pretty bad. Thank you for the kind words, I know. I was expecting higher of this run than what's currently happening. I think the best I've gotten in a Splatoon marathon, or in a marathon for Splatoon was, because I've done this run a few times, I think it was a 101.26. So we'll see if we can beat that. It wasn't too great either. Alright, so right here, there's going to be this guy, but we're just going to jump right past him, because who cares about him? Alright, we're just going to jump over this stuff. This cycle right here is what we were trying to aim for, but we didn't make it perfectly, so I'm just going to wait for it. There we go. And again, it's because it's a cycle-based level, we can't really do anything about it than wait. Alright, and we missed this cycle, so we have to wait for this too. So, this is a pretty bad cycle-based level there. This is a really bad pinwheel. This run is... okay, there's been some good moments of this run and some bad moments of this run. Hopefully I get the glitches first try. Like, the actual glitches that matter. Alright, so right here, I did make this cycle at least. So we got that. We did something good, guys. I repeat, we did something good. This run isn't totally dead. Just kidding, it is, but it's still entertaining, I hope. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna send that there. Oh my god, you and your puns. Very inconsistent. Alright, so one more level of the final world, and it's the undeniable flying object one. And again, these are very quick levels, so this shouldn't take us too long. Also, I just want to point out that last level I did just there, I just saved 40 seconds on that level to my PB somehow. I guess I died in that level or something. Alright, so we actually need this key, so that's the only level in a multiplayer map where you need a key to progress, so just keep in mind that it's right in the center. And now here's our second last time fighting this guy for this run. There we go. Dead. He's dead, yo. And that was that level. So now we're heading to the last two worlds of the run, which is World 1 and World 2. World Red and World Blue. So World 2 has some of the coolest levels in my opinion, and it also has the best skip in the game in my opinion, and the best glitch. So I'm excited to talk about those. Alright, so starting off with Gusher Gauntlet, there's only one part of this level. Fun fact about this level, I was doing my first ever any percent run of this game. I did New Game Plus first because it's easier, but I was doing a any percent run of this level, and I got on Glad Jonas because I actually soft locked the game. And I'll tell you where and how I did it, but it's just something to mention that you guys should look out for if you're thinking about running this game. And you probably should. This game is actually like one of my favorites to run, even though I bash on it a lot because it's mainly RNG focused. It's still a really fun run, and we have a Discord for it, so check it out. Right here, so we have to kill all these enemies in order to progress. It turns out that if you die and kill an enemy on the same frame, the enemies, like, you'll die and respawn, but the enemies won't spawn anymore. And so I got on Glad Jonas because I found that out, and I was the first person to have that happen to. And just no enemies would spawn, so I crashed the game, and I soft locked it. I had to hard reset my game. So there we go. That was actually a really good level. Very surprised. Alright, so next up, we're doing this in a really weird order, like I said, because we're going like kind of backwards in worlds. And the main reason is because it just works out better, like to start with the harder stuff and go to the easier stuff as you move on. So that if you're gonna reset, it's better to reset earlier on than later on. And also just to get the hard stuff out of the way for marathon's sake. So, alright, so this is Spreader Splatfest, and there's one cool jump in this, and it's purely swag. Like, it saves 3 seconds. I'm gonna go for it because I'm me, and I like doing, like, stupid strats that nobody does, like falling down a wall 7 times. But if you're just learning this game, don't be like me and don't go for the jump because it literally saves no time. It's kind of like how earlier in this marathon I was doing Celeste and I did door skip. That saves 1 second. So, yeah. I'm known for doing strats that no one else does, that save little amounts of time, and that's why I'm not ahead of anybody in leaderboards. So right here I need to ink up this wall. This is what I call the Great Wall because it's cycle-based. So that's the whole reason we were trying to get on a good cycle for this level. And it worked okay. We got on a fairly good cycle. That cycle there is also fairly important. Alright, so right here we just want to jump down. Very nice. Alright, this jump coming up right here. So we're going to use this. And that's a jump. It's very finicky and it's not worth it. Don't do it if you're getting into speedrunning this game. Trust me, it's not worth it. Alright, so I just golded that split by 2 seconds, which is pretty good. Again, this is a very optimized speed game. So golding a split at all is fairly good, and I've golded like 4 splits in this run, so it's not a horrible run. It's still gonna be like the best marathon run I've done, of this game, but I'm always hard on myself, so maybe that's my own problem. So these guys you want to get rid of first. So this is normally in any percent you would buy the burst bombs for this level because getting the burst bombs is really easy, but since we have increased fire rate, because I have all the maximum upgrades in this game for New Game Plus, we don't need the burst bombs for this level because we can just shoot the sponges really quickly, so. And again, this is like the main reason you would get burst bombs so early on in the speedrun, but again, we're not doing any percent, because any percent is, in my opinion, is stupid. So we're gonna shoot those guys back here, because, oh god, this guy's being mean. Okay, there we go. We shoot those guys back there just because it's easier. So coming up in like 10 minutes or something, I'll be doing a trick called Cannonless. And there's a smaller version of Cannonless in this level, but it only saves like 10 seconds, so I'm not going to do it. I'm actually going to use the cannon. Again, it's not worth it if it doesn't save a good amount of time, and the other Cannonless saves like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Like, so right here, you can do this part without using the cannon, but like, I'm not going to do that because it's not worth it. It's easier just to do that, and then use the cannon, and then use the shots that the cannon did. There we go. That was still a really bad cannon. So that's what I like to call cannon-full. That's my strat. Nobody's allowed to do that strat except for me, cannon-full. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna call Octoskip. It's been recently found. Well, it's been found for a while, but it's recently been realized how we do it. So I'm gonna be quiet, and then I'll actually explain it after it's done. But I need to hear a very precise audio cue, so I'm gonna be quiet for this. Just keep watch of where the Zapfish is and how I get it. If you've never seen Splatoon speedrun, you'll like this. There we go. So if you noticed, I didn't touch the Zapfish. So what happened there was, in Splatoon, the Inklings and the Octolings have the same hit detection, for Zapfish. So if there is a Octoling that is hitting a Zapfish, the game I kind of trick the game into thinking that I'm the one that hit it. So since there's that one Zapfish, or sorry, there's that one Octoling that when it fires towards us and jumps towards us, it jumps through the Zapfish. So if the Zapfish is broken open, the game just thinks like, oh, well, this hit detection says that he got the Zapfish, so we're just gonna say that he got it. And again, it's just because of the weird processing power of this game. But it's so cool, and you can't do it any other place except for this level because no other Octolings jump into a Zapfish like that one does. So that's the only way we can do that, and it's very upsetting because that's like the coolest trick in the game. Alright, so now we have our last guy here. This is the last time we'll have to fight him. Yes, I see those ink puns. I've seen them the whole time, man. That's a lot for that one question, though. Alright, so this is the last level for World 2. By the way, I should mention, literally the last 10 minutes of the run is literally the final boss. So, like, we finish actually doing all the levels at, like, 9 minutes into the speedrun. Oh my god, that was really that was so dumb. That's what I like to call RNG, getting RNG'd. I should just make that a new term, getting Splatooned, because that's what happens all the time, is just pure RNG like that. Like, look at... Okay, that was stupid. That was just my own stupidity. Alright, so this level has some really cool movement to it, but it's a little difficult. Alright, let me go up here. But yeah, so like 9 minutes of this run is 9 to 10 minutes is spent on the final boss. So this final boss is like, it's a long boss, but it's really awesome. Alright, so right here we don't need to kill any of these guys. We can just swim right past them. But I'm gonna switch to splat bombs here because this guy gets distracted by them, and we want to kill him. So this will spawn. I won't say what I was going to say. Alright, so the magic number here is 3. In order to, okay, by the way, we don't need to even ink the fan here. We can just jump to it, which is really cool. But if we hit this 3 times, there we go, perfect. It'll just go up faster, so it just saves a little bit of time. And there we go. Easy. I lost a lot of time because of that death, but I mean, like, again, it's RNG of the enemies. You can't stop that. So, welcome to the bomb spamming boss, because you're going to be bomb spamming this entire boss fight. This guy has little belly buttons, and you have to hit all of them for the big tentacle to show up. And once that tentacle shows up, you have to bomb spam that, too. So you have to bomb spam literally everything. Alright, so right here, you can see it right there that I was bomb spamming. Gotta jump up here. Now, also, I should mention that even when you get a hit on the boss, if you actually, like, celebrate and you jump off the edge, it'll still count as you dying, and it won't count you as getting that hit on the boss. I found that out the hard way when I was fighting this boss my first time. I jumped off on my last life in celebration because I beat the boss on my blind playthrough, and it killed me, and I didn't actually kill the boss, even though I killed him first, and it sent me back. Excuse me? Hit him. Hit him. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is stupid. I'm messing up on the dumbest things today, and I don't know why. Like, I did a practice run earlier, and I got a 59-48, which is, like, really good. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, don't jump off here, because if you do, you're screwed. Alright, and there we go. That's our last... or that's him, so that's a pretty easy boss. And he's done. So, there are 5 more levels remaining. And, we're actually going to be going to, finally, the first level in the game. So, 45 minutes into the speedrun, and we are just doing the first level. Which is kind of ironic. And this level actually doesn't have much RNG. It's fairly easy and fairly simple to go through for a speedrun. Again, it is the first level, though, so... Okay, well, that sucks. Whatever, I got the backup strat on him. Alright, so these guys right here can be stupid. This guy wasn't, though, thankfully. The first one died really quickly, so I'm actually going to switch to this really quick, because I need this bomb. Again, this is the only bomb you would have at this time, so this is the bomb we'll be using the most. Oops, got him. Okay, good. And that guy is a little random sometimes. Alright, so right here, we want to kill these guys. Oh, where'd he go? Why was he stuck? That was weird. Okay. There we go. So now, also these fish eggs, you'll see that I have like 9999999 of them. That just shows how much I run this game. Well, not how much I run this game, but like how much I played this game and practice it. Okay. So we specifically left ourselves a little bit of a spot there, or a little pathway. There we go. So I'm going to use a Seeker, which the game doesn't expect us to have at this point, because we're doing these levels out of order. Oh my god, he's following the wrong thing. Alright, so we're going to grab this, this key right here. And we're going to go ahead and enter this as soon as we can. There we go. That's the first level. Pretty quickly. Pretty quickly done. I golded it by literally 1 frame. So smooth. Alright, so this is the level that you will want Seekers on, like when you're first doing an any percent run. Because the any percent run does these levels in order. Does the worlds in order, but we don't. And it also starts from a fresh file, but we don't. So it just shows the difference of these 2 runs. And how differently they can be routed. Alright, so yeah, this is all about platforming for this level. There we go. This also introduced us to the zip lines, but again, we've seen them already, so... So, this part right here, I'm going to try to get as many of these guys in as few shots as possible. That was actually really good. So, I did really good on that one. Yay, claps for me. Alright, so right here, okay, I got the up cycle. That's okay, that's a little bit better. Then, down cycle is what I want to get, but, because that's a little bit faster. But it's just to show me how fast I was doing the level. Alright, so we're getting to the ending part of this level now, which is just these moving platforms, which is fairly easy. And this part, you just don't have to fight this guy, you just walk past him. Like, whatever, see you later, thanks for coming, enjoy your day. And we're out of there. That was a pretty good level, too. Alright, so now we have our last main level, and then the rest are boss fights. So this is Lair of the Octoballs. And this is where, like I said, I'm going to be doing another trick here. This is called Cannonless. Basically, there's going to be a cannon, an optional cannon that we can go to scale the final big wall of this level. But using very precise amounts of burst bombs, which are the bombs that explode instantly on contact, we can avoid using that. It's a little bit difficult, but again, we have upgraded burst bombs, so it's easier than if we were doing this without upgraded burst bombs and just normal burst bombs. And you can do this without burst bombs too, but again, burst bombs give us higher things. Also, this is a cool little trick. Jump down here, and you don't have to climb the wall. It's just a little bit of a skip. They also knew about that skip, and they shouted it out in the Splatoon 2 story campaign because they have the same trick in the second level of that game too, which is kind of funny. So they already knew about it. Alright, so right here, that little mound over there, this is going to be important. So this guy's going to be random. Oh, never mind. Not as random as I thought. So right here, I'm going to jump and hopefully... Okay, good. That little splotch there can be random, so I was just hoping that it would be there. Alright, so I'm going to walk backwards here and shoot and make a little puddle that these guys will go in. Because I need to kill them in order to keep going. And now, this is going to be cannonless here. So I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to do this. And now, the hardest part of cannonless is this, this moving wall, so as long as I get up there, there we go. And we're done. That was a very flawless cannonless. That was really well done. That was a gold of it, too. Alright, so now, this is the one time we won't launch to something in this game. It's right there, because it's just faster just to jump into it. So this is the first boss you will fight in the game, called Octostomp. And he's very easy, and he's a pushover, so all you gotta do, he's literally an auto-scroller, just wait for him to jump, then climb up him, and then bomb spam. Very easy. Then we have to do it again, but this time we're gonna have to climb more of him. So we're gonna have to go up there. So there we go. Then bomb spam again, as usual. And then once more, but this time it's gonna be moving parts that we have to climb up. There we go. And that's easy. So now, all that remains for this run is the final boss in the game. And this will take 9 minutes, so don't worry, person on timer. You have a while until you have to hit that time button. So yeah, this is looking like a sub 101, which is pretty good. As long as the boss doesn't mess me up a lot. So, this is the final boss of the game, which is DJ Octavio. And we're going to be bomb spamming him a lot, obviously, because he's the final boss of the game. And it's basically a bunch of sections that we have to go through. For the most part, it's an auto-scroller, but it's all about our positioning of where we're standing to hopefully get him in as few times as we can. So we're going to go as close to him as possible. Also, the music here is amazing. The music in Splatoon in general is really good. So. Alright, so yeah, one more shot should send him backwards, and then he's going to play all Ganondorf on us, and we're going to play tennis with him. There we go. So like I said, this boss usually takes about 9 minutes. In any percent, he takes like 10 minutes because of his cutscenes, so. And again, you want to bomb spam everything that he's sending at you, especially the hands. There we go, done. That's his first phase. So he has like 6 phases. And they're all like that, and they get longer and longer as you go. So I'm just going to wait here, because he's eventually going to do that, so there we go. So I'm just going to go straight on this and spam myself over here, because now he's going to send his first hand. And we're going to go. Perfect. Alright, good. If he starts walking forward, that means it's going to take 1 extra hand for him to go, which means it takes another cycle. There we go. Nice. Very good. Alright, so yeah, I'll take 1 more cycle, because he walked a little bit forward that one time, so other than that, this is a pretty good cycle, or a pretty good second phase. And, like, the farther you get, the more and more stuff he's going to start throwing at you, so you have to worry about that, too. like, later he's gonna be sending out enemies and stuff like that, and it's gonna get really annoying. Alright, there we go. So now, peep this. Don't worry, I will. I plan to. There we go. Easy. Alright, so now we move on to the third phase. This is where it actually starts getting a little bit difficult. You can't handle my spicy wasabi beats. Also, if we're talking about language for this run, language doesn't matter for New Game Plus, but if you're talking, because we skip all the cutscenes, obviously, but if we're talking about any percent, I'm pretty sure that it was determined that Italian was the fastest. I think that's still true. There we go. So those little balls that he sent at me, those red ones, they will actually pop out enemies if they land on the ground or if they hit me. So I need to be careful to make sure that they don't. And also, it's also faster if the bubbles hit the hands because they are one-hit kills for them. So, alright. So I hope that he's backed up far enough so that I don't need to. Oh god! Okay, so now I'm gonna kill you guys. There we go. I'm hoping that he's backed up far enough so I can do some tennis. It doesn't look like he is. It looks like he needs to be pushed back a little bit more. Yeah, so he's going to send his hands out one more time. That's fine. That was bad. Okay, I thought the bubble hit him, but it didn't, so. Get mashed up, boys. Alright, so. There we go. Go, and again, that's a one-hit kill for that, so. There we go. Nice. So, now we move on to the fourth phase, which is the second last phase. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because this one involves invisible floors. So, this guy just gonna throw 4 of these guys, and then he's gonna throw his hands. I guess you could say he's tossing hands. Haha. Okay, I was actually stupid. Don't mind me. I just jumped off the edge like a dumb boy. And I just lost like 20 seconds there. I thought I had less room to work with, but I actually had more room to work with than I thought. So I'm gonna go back here just so I can get a armor, just to be safe. Alright, so now I'm gonna wait for his hands again. Should be the right one this time. Oh, it's the left one. Interesting. There we go. So now we'll have to wait an extra cycle, I think. I think it's 2 cycles now for him, which is sad. So I don't know if this will sub 101 because I died there, but I mean, it still has a chance. Depends on his final cycle, or his final phase. Oh, I almost jumped off the edge again because I'm stupid and I'm great at this game. Alright, yeah, he'll take 2 more hits for this phase, and then we're on to the final phase. And the final phase definitely has the best music in the game, so you guys will enjoy it. It's the song that, like, Splatoon is now known for, in my opinion. Or at least I think so. And again, he won't actually play tennis with us, he'll actually move forward again, so we have to go right to the very edge here. I'm gonna hit this ball here before it gets dropped out. There we go, good. Alright, so now it's gonna start to get really fast. So I'm gonna try to make sure I don't get hit, because if you get hit, he has to do that whole tennis phase again. Alright, so now we're good. Alright, so right here I'm gonna spam the minus button to skip this cutscene. So this music is really great, and this is the final phase of the game. And this is also the final stretch, so it's one big long stretch. So I'm just gonna say it's not gonna be for another minute or so, but time is gonna come up when I grab the final Zapfish, which is only in New Game Plus because there's only one Zapfish in this level in New Game Plus only. Time anywhere else would normally be on the final hit, but for this it's when we grab the final Zapfish. But again, we still have a little bit of time before that, so. Alright, this hand's going first. And this hand. Alright, we're gonna hit this zip line from the side. I need this. I really am scared, so I want to make sure I grab these the armor when I can. Sorry, I have to clear my throat a little bit. Alright, you're gonna flip this one here. Again, you don't want to bomb spam everything because everything can be bomb spammed in this. Okay, I couldn't bomb spam that in time, so that's fine. I actually think I'm only 2 punches away from the end, so I shouldn't. It's not gonna waste any time if that's true. And I'm pretty sure that is true. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll do his final phase here. Yeah, he's dancing around. Okay, good. He's gonna dub stomp us. Alright, so right here, this is the hardest part of the run, in my opinion. These last hits are the stupidest. Especially this one. Okay, went to the left. Oh, dang it. Okay, I messed up. It's okay. Well, this is not sub 101 anymore, though. Rip. Can I get a rip for sub 101, which is not going to happen anymore for this run? Which would have been great for a marathon run. There we go. Alright, time's coming up here. In a little bit. And time. 101.18. Very good, though, still. Yeah, if I didn't miss that hit, then that would have been sub 101. Very good run for a marathon, though. That was a pretty good run. Only only like 2 minutes off my PB. So that was Splatoon. If I get an okay from one of the mods, I can show off because I went really far under estimate, like 9 minutes. So if you want, I could quickly do a live tutorial of World 4 skip. Why stay hydrated, body here. Thanks for the GGs. But yeah, that was Splatoon. Thank you for having me, for all the runs that I've done. And I'm glad that Splatoon got into another marathon. If you want to pick up this game, it's really easy to pick up New Game Plus because it's the easiest category to pick up for new runners. So, yeah. Oh yeah, we are behind, true. Fair enough. Well, thank you for having me, as always, and I guess that's it for me. Join the Discord if you want to speedrun Splatoon 1 or 2. We're very welcoming, and Splatoon 3 and 4 whenever they come out, because we know what's going to happen. And, yeah, that was the run. Thanks for having me again.